are the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down.
Good morning, Santa Barbara Teen Sports listeners. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. We welcome you all to join us
every single Tuesday
at 9 a.m. right after the news. This is a whole hour of Santa Barbara teen athletes and all the people and all those wonderful businesses that support those athletes. Dominique, you waving something at me. What are you waving?
I have got an envelope for you.
I got a fan letter. Let me see the fan letter. I know I got a fan letter. Give me that fan letter. I got a fan letter. It was Erica Sold. It's got my name on it. Whoa! Let's see. Oh, what's in here? Oh, I got business cards.
There's money.
Andy Brown. Woo. I like that. Oh, donations.
Money?
Yes, and she donated to Hearts Therapeutic Riding Club.
Yeah.
Woo! Andy, I love my hair. Dominique, I love your hair.
I love your haircut. I love my haircut.
Isn't she wonderful? She's the best. She's the absolute best. And, you know, you don't even have to ask her. She just sends it in an envelope made out to me. I thought, well, you didn't spell my name here on this check, but that's okay. I'm just kidding. All right, she's located. Her phone number, Andy Brown, 901-2605. If you want an amazing stylist, she works at Patricia Noel Studio at 1253 Coast Village Road, number 105, Montecito, California, 93108. That's the biggest shout out that I can give you, my love. Thank you very much for your support. How about that? You gotta love that.
Nice.
Woo! I love that. Oh my God, I have to hide this money. I can't.
What a nice way to start the morning.
I know. It's just. Don't you hate doing this? I hate this job. People hate.
Now.
D, don't you hate? And I got it. Dr. D, what do? Right? You do all the commercials, right, for the nonprofits and for all the businesses. Put your hands together for Dr. D.
Thank you, Dr. D.
You know, he's a man, doesn't want anything. You know, people give him T-shirts and love and hugs, chocolate kisses, maybe an occasional massage. He goes, oh, that's all right. I love it. How you doing, D?
I'm doing good.
Yeah?
Doing very good.
All right.
Here we are in the middle of April.
Can you believe it?
The end of almost. You have 1 day left for the end of tax season.
Don't go there, D.
My tax season's been done for 2.5 months.
Nice. Early bird. Mm-hmm. You like that?
I've learned that the numbers are going to be whatever they're going to be, so why put it off?
Not me, man. Mine's going in that night, 4:15,
11:59,
baby. I wait. Whoop, I drop it in. I hand it to the guy.
Hey, and that's just fine.
I know. It's a tradition that I have.
Absolutely.
With myself and Mr. Uncle, my Uncle Sam.
And got a heck of a program today.
Yeah, I like him. No, I love him. I love this guy. Hey, love Santa Barbara.
Oh, yeah.
You got to pay.
Well,
that's it. Got to pay. I don't mind it. I just have to wait till the very end. That's all.
So who'll be here today?
We're loaded, okay? And we are loaded with amazing co-host talent. And we're going to start off with to your left. We've got Dr. Jessie Carroll. Woo-hoo!
Hi, guys.
Yeah, for all of your ailments, call Dr. Jessie Carroll. How you doing?
Yes, please. I'm great.
Yeah?
Allergy season's in full swing right now, though. So I'm suffering a little bit.
I can tell.
Bit. But
what do we got to do to
otherwise
fix
pretty
that?
good. Oh, God, so much.
Yeah.
So much. Vitamin C.
Yeah?
That's my favorite.
That is it?
Yeah. And then I want to talk a little bit about an anti-inflammatory diet a little later.
All right, later we're going to do that. All right, cool. We like that. To your, I'm going to jump over. We're going to bounce to you. We're going to my buddy, my friend Dominique Hackett.
Hello, Erica.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm doing good.
So, where's the moon? Where's the stars? Where's the horizon?
Well, we had a beautiful, beautiful supermoon on the 4th. So now we're headed to a new moon. So it's like you can be thinking about letting go, cleaning out. It's a great time to clear out the garage and give stuff away to Goodwill or your favorite nonprofit.
Nice. Thank you, Dominique. To your left, he's back. Look at him. My mentor and my friend, Salvador Rodriguez. Hey, put your hands together. How you doing, my buddy Sal? Nice.
How's it going?
I'm doing good.
Good.
I'm so excited that you're here. Can you see how I'm just like erupting with emotion?
Are you going to give me a blender's card?
No, well, maybe tonight, because we have our meeting tonight,
right.
maybe. I don't know. How you doing? Talk to me. We got stuff going on. We've got the calendar page. We've got the events up there United is posting. I know you've been knocking on doors. What do we got to do?
I got you got the casino night coming up on April 25th.
Right.
At the Gallivan Boys and Girls Club from 7 to 10.
Nice.
And yell out to everybody, please come support the club.
Absolutely.
And then on Monday, June 8th, we're having the 32nd annual Bill Oliver Memorial Golf Tournament at Glen Annie. And that's always a big fundraiser, and it supports all the kids at the Gallivan Boys and Girls Club.
Sweet. So. And you brought a guest in. He's in the quiet room, but we're just going to hold off because we got to finish off the rest of our co-hosts. Who'd you bring today?
I brought Curt Pickering in.
Nice.
And he's going to talk about the Court of Champions, Hall of Fame that he created last year, and it's a pretty good program.
Sweet. Thank you, Sal.
You're welcome.
Love you, Sal. Last but never least, we've got our own voice coach, Sloan Reali.
You do some oming with me. Oh, let's everybody find your heart center real quick. Bring it down. Find that low voice. Feel your feet in your shoes. I am so excited to be here today. I have... that's sparkling water and the Bragg stuff, the apple cider stuff in there. Yes,
I love it.
It's
Well, the shot.
Of sparkling water, and
Next time you
good thing for allergies. So I am really excited. I've got a few wonderful guests. I've got my yoga teacher here from Bay Clubs, formerly known as Spectrum Health. Dina is going to be speaking on the health benefits. Dina, health benefits of yoga to teens and sports.
Nice.
I also have a couple of lady dons in the house. Volleyball varsity Katie Gallivan and her girlfriend Jacqueline Starnes are going to be joining us shortly.
Oh, that's huge.
And all you businesses out there, still a great time to invest, to make a donation to your favorite charity or nonprofit. Go to our nonprofit page on the website, teensports.com. And if you see a nonprofit, if you don't have a nonprofit up there that you'd like to contribute to, let us know, and we can get their site up there so others can donate to that. So thank you to our earlier... Who was the gal that donated earlier today?
Andy Brown!
Andy Brown. That's a great way to get the day started. And I have some fun things. My voice students are performing more than I am right now. Nice. It's crazy. We've got a thing at the Blind Tiger tonight. Santa Barbara Business Expo. I've got some people making appearances. Nice. And then on May 2nd, I have a student showcase at the Guitar Bar. If you all happen to be out, come check that out in the evening. We'll be singing with a full band, and it's funky and
nice.
Fun.
That's 7:30 to 9.
7:30 to 9, Saturday, May 2nd at the Guitar Bar.
We're going to get all this up on our new
on the website.
calendar page. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. We've got a big show. We've got some amazing sponsors that I want you guys all to check out. This is Erica Salt. It's go time. We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
Every single Tuesday.
9 a.m. right after the news. This is a whole hour of Santa Barbara teen athletes and all those people and businesses that support those teen athletes. And I'm trying to get his attention, because this is right. Hey, Sal, you got a guest right here. I'm going to pass you the ball right now, okay? Chest pass.
No double dribbling.
No double dribbling. Again, no moving, no walking.
Double drooling.
Did you pick Duke in the Final Four? I forget. Was that one of your picks?
Oh, I know something. Did you hire the referees last night?
That's all I got to say.
Because Wisconsin got gypped.
Oh, come on.
In my opinion. You guys agree with me?
He was on the baseline
agree.
only this much, okay? He was on the baseline. Listen, you know how it is. Those size 13
They
feet,
spent about 10 minutes reviewing where the guy hit the ball out of bounds, and it clearly showed it, and they still made the wrong call.
Come on. Okay, let's let that go. Let's let it go, Sal. All right. I'm sorry.
Does it seem like I lost money on the deal?
No, we don't talk about that, Sal. It's the teen.
Anyway,
sports radio
I'd like
show.
to introduce Curt Pickering, a basketball guy here in town, and we're going to talk about the Court of Champions. It's a program that he initiated last year, and it's a Hall of Fame, and I'd like to have Curt explain it, and he's going to do it again this year, and explain the criteria to get inducted and how you came about. Great idea.
Well, of course, because you got inducted last year, right?
Oh, yeah,
you can only get inducted once, right, Curt?
Only once.
Okay, good. Just checking.
Yeah.
How you doing, Curt?
Hey, I'm doing great. Yeah, we're excited about this year's events,
it's plural because on Saturday, May 30th, we're going to have every senior high school player, boys and girls, that want to participate in games. It's called the Senior Showcase. We just want them to have one last hurrah on the court where we honor and celebrate them, and it's going to be all-star style,
Nice.
with a lot of fast break action, hopefully dunks, block shots. So that's May 30th at Santa Barbara City College. And then the following evening, 6 o'clock at the Fess Parker Doubletree, we'll have the basketball Court of Champions, and we're inducting 17 different people. Last year, we had an amazing group that were honored, along with Jerry West. We're at 95% right now that Pat Riley will be with us as our guest speaker if the Miami Heat do not go into the conference finals.
Nice.
But they may not even make the playoffs where they're at right now. They're in 9th place. So, but a few people that I'll mention that are being inducted is the first UCSB basketball coach ever, Willie Wilton.
Wow.
Corey Close, who played and was assistant coach at UCSB. She is now the head coach at UCLA. They just won the NIT tournament last Saturday.
Nice.
Barb Beanie, who was a star back in the 90s with the Gaucho women. Chet Kammerer, a legend of Westmont College basketball. Randy Funn, who was the Los Angeles Lakers head coach for a few years. Jim Ian, who is currently the Lakers assistant coach, played at City College, coached there as well as Dos Pueblos High School and UCSB. So he has a lot of roots right out of Santa Barbara here. Frank Carbajal, who was the coach at Santa Barbara City College and went on coaching at different community colleges, winning the state championship years ago. And then Ron Shelton, who played for the Santa Barbara Dons, later played minor league baseball, but he was a basketball star as well at Santa Barbara and Westmont. He wrote and produced the movies White Men Can't Jump, Bull Durham, Tin Cup, Ty Cobb, and Blue Chips.
Nice.
So he will be honored and inducted. And a few high school prep players, Doug Little, John Corfus, Bruce Coldren, Jerry, don't ask me to pronounce it right, Kajewski, something like that. Karcheski, thank you, Sal.
That's funny. Oh, that's Sal. No, sorry, Sal.
So
you didn't think I could pronounce it?
No, Sal. Go ahead.
So we've got some great people that are going to be honored there at the Fess Parker. It's open to the public. Go to www.santabarbarabasketball.com and to learn more about how you can be a guest there and enjoy an amazing meal. And
Is that happening again?
that is Sunday, May 31st.
Nice.
So the senior high school games are on the 30th. And what we're also doing this year through a silent auction and selling tickets at the door for the high school games, we're creating college scholarships for at least one boy, one girl that want to continue their education at the collegiate level. So we already have some donations that have come in, and we have the silent auction. So, we want to try to support our local youth that want to continue at the collegiate level.
And you go to that website if you want to have your child, and there's any school, like any senior
in any school in Santa Barbara County.
Okay.
We've contacted the coaches, but spread the word.
If people want to donate to the silent auction, how do they go about doing that?
They can contact. They can go to www.santabarbarabasketball.com and contact Barbara Bartholomew.
Excellent.
Her husband Vic, 7'1", played for the Dons and Golden State Warriors. He was inducted last year, and he and his wife are the coordinators of the silent auction.
Very fun. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Curt, let me ask you, what's the criteria to be inducted into the Hall of Fame? That's a big honor, I think.
Yeah, well, I've now lived here 26 years. Last year it was my big 25, and I love the game of basketball. I think this city is just Carrick DeHart always says it's the Mecca, and I have to agree with him. It's a Mecca of basketball. There's so many great people that give back the community, whether it's as a player, a coach, help financially, administrator. There's many different ways that you impact this community, and I just didn't feel like basketball was really getting that kind of attention, and so that's why we've created what is really a Hall of Fame, but we call it the Court of Champions, and we're recognizing people that give back to this community. Beautiful. And so the criteria is simply that, where you impact our community through the game of basketball in many different ways. Beautiful.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You mentioned Willie Wilton. I played basketball with his son, Mike Wilton.
Yes.
So he brings a lot of memories back. So
he will be here. He's the volleyball coach at BYU.
Right.
Yep.
Fantastic. Hey, you got some cute little patooties next to you. I can't, and they've been so good. I've given them little toys to play with. They're playing, laser tag with my flashlight pens. We've got a couple minutes. Why don't you introduce each of them?
Yes, I have with me two stellar basketball players, but they're also very musically gifted, Noah Robinson and Dominic Cappello. But, what I really appreciate about them, 14 years of age, and they have the heart and the aptitude they care about others, and we have a young boy here in town that's gone through a tragedy. Every day he's trying to survive, and there's an event that's going to be taking place, and so I'd like Noah and Dominic to share the story.
Nice. Hey boys, put your hands together. All right. Woo! Look. All right, these are our future teen co-hosts. I could see it right now. There you go. All right, say your name when you say who when you introduce yourself. All right.
My name's Noah Robinson.
Great.
And I'm Dominic Cappello.
All right, so tell us the story. What happened?
So I don't know exactly what happened, but I know that it was an incident with something that's going around on the internet called the Fire Challenge, where I don't know what kind of liquid they use, but it's something where you pour it on your body and then light yourself on fire and try and jump in a pool and put it out. So they did that, he and his friends, but it didn't go as planned because apparently they used the wrong kind of the wrong kind of liquid, and the fire didn't go out after he jumped in the pool, so it just kept on burning. And then, he got taken to the hospital, and then he went to at USC and got instantly put into an ICU. So he was in there for a little bit, and then he got out, and they started doing like skin grafting and blood transfusions and stuff. And after like a week or two ago, the skin grafting went wrong, and then he had to get put back in the ICU. So we don't know how much longer he's going to be in the ICU, and we don't know if he's getting better or not. So it's kind of tough right now.
So what you're doing is you're letting people know what happened, and you're helping to raise money for him?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
And
go ahead.
Jacob's mom has been spending every night in the waiting room at the ICU. So to help support Jacob and his family, you can go to fundme.com and donate to Jacob. You just search Jacob Kiefer, and you can also follow an account on Instagram called Unite for Jacob, and they post about when there are going to be new fundraisers and events to support him and his family.
It's also on Facebook.
Yes, and Facebook.
Wow, that's huge. So he's a good friend of yours.
Yeah, we played basketball together for a while. He was on the 8th grade team on the Ballers, and I'm on the 7th grade team currently.
And I played on his basketball team at Page Youth Center last year.
Wow, where our prayers and best wishes are with him.
So do you think when something like this happens, okay, your friends say, you know, this is fun, let's do this, whatever, what were the cause? Do you think that if you know the situation was he bullied into it, or he wanted to do it because he wanted to show off? Obviously, nobody thought this was going to happen. I get that, but you know, we don't play with matches either, okay, in any level. But so do you? Because stuff like this does matter. So, I mean, if you were put in that situation, you would not have done that.
No,
correct? Okay,
not at all. No.
All right, good. So, what were you thinking? What do you think he was thinking? I mean,
I don't know. I honestly have no idea. I want to think that it was peer pressure, but I honestly don't know.
Okay. How many kids were with him when this happened?
2 other boys.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this happened in Santa Barbara?
Yeah, it was, I don't forget whose house it was at, but it was either at his house or one of his friends.
So we need to send out a message to everyone that not only do we want to keep ourselves safe, but we want to keep all of our friends and family safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you ever see anything that's just not right in any, you know, circumstance, you want to be that guy that stops it, right? Because that's, exactly. You know, that takes a lot of courage to do that. But at the end of the day, you're not going to carry all the guilt that, you know, these other 2 boys are carrying as well. Hey, let's end on that. This is Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. It's go time. We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show, and I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in every single Tuesday at 9 a.m. And I didn't forget, but I'm looking right at you. So where else can you find us? D.
Where? I'm the time.
No, you're the time. Time girl.
I can tell you. You can find us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Santa Barbara SantaBarbaraTeenSportsRadio.com.
That's nice.
Tune in.
The times, D.
Tune in at 9 a.m. That's this morning.
Yeah.
If you miss us right now, you can tune in at 11 p.m. tonight.
Wow.
Tuesday night. Or you can do a Sunday 2 p.m.
Nice.
Or a Monday 3 a.m.
That's my favorite.
My favorite.
That's my favorite. Oh, blow it up right here. Pound it. Oh, like it. Bang. That's what it does. Eat, bang. Okay, perfect.
You can also catch us. Our podcasts are on the internet. That is so cool that you can re-listen to our shows. Yep.
By date. They're listed by the date.
By date, and they even have names of guests and co-hosts.
We do it all. Nice. Sloan Reali, who did you bring with us?
I am so excited. I have a few different guests, but we're going to start with Dina Morello. She is the manager out at the Bay Club Goleta, formerly known as Spectrum Athletic Club.
Yeah.
And, you know, I have especially invited her. I'm still getting to know her and love everything about her. But I am doing her hot yoga class. And I've never done yoga. Yoga's still very new to me. And the hot yoga is like, wow. She's an amazing teacher. And I've really brought her in today to share about some of the health benefits of yoga, whatever type of yoga, to teen athletes. So I know there's a lot of athletes listening. And some of you might be poo-pooing, yoga. Oh, that's a girl. I got to tell you, half the guys in our class right now, half the people in the class are men. I'm talking men. And they are getting in positions that are just the shape, I'm like, whoa, dude, like you're blowing me away. Yeah.
Why did I say that?
It just slipped.
It's not just the yoga.
Peeper. I said peeper.
Dina, share with us the health benefits.
Hello, everybody. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me. Yay. You're asking me to talk about something that is so near and dear to my heart. And of course, I believe everybody should be sharing in the practice of yoga. It is so very important. But if we're specifically talking to teens that are teen athletes in teen sports, I cannot imagine what the rest of your life will look like and feel like if you begin your practice this early on. Mm-hmm. We know all of the benefits. We know that, of course, it increases range of motion and it increases your flexibility and it takes it has the ability to take your mind, your emotion, your system into a whole nother level where you really have control, and in any kind of chaotic situation. So if you're getting ready for a game and you're really kind of nervous or agitated and trying to get your head in the right way, there is no better way than to channel in your practice of yoga. So one of the most important things we talk about is this is a open eye moving meditation, and once you can get into that practice. I almost said master that practice, but some days we master it and other days we don't know where we're at and we're just trying to get our head out of, I've got to get to lunch. So there is that whole aspect of it, but really this is such an amazing form of strength and conditioning where you're using your own body levers to get to the next level. And I can't imagine anything being more beneficial.
I love that it integrates breathing along with movement, because I find in my day, I forget to breathe. It sounds really strange.
It does.
And then when I check in, my breathing's all shallow.
Yeah.
And what I've learned from yoga is that, wow, I can go back to baby breathing.
That's right. That's so funny you say that, because that's exactly what I teach. I teach, we call it pranayama or ujjayi, but it is infant breathing, where you focus on the inhale, you push your belly out as opposed to us kind of sniffing, and we're just using the top part of the chest. And then on the exhale, that belly comes in. And ironically, a few years ago, I was with my mom while she was in and out of the hospital. And regardless of what she was there for, the number one thing for her to be able to get out of the hospital was, can you breathe? Are you breathing? And they didn't want that shallow breathing. They wanted that deep pranayama. And it was such a concept for my mom to grasp. But I thought, wow, we all have such a heads up. We're all going to be able to, if we're ever in the hospital, we're going to know I can breathe and I can get out. So yeah, it is all about that breathing. And so really the practice of yoga is moving your body into shapes with breath.
That same breath, that's the exact same breath I do with singing. So many, most of the people that come in for voice lessons, whether singing, speaking, presenting, nobody's breathing past the solar plexus. It's all up in the shoulders and creating tension in the neck. So the first thing I do is exactly what Dina just shares. I get people breathing, find your belly, feel your feet on the planet, and get them down in their diaphragm.
That's right.
Pranayama. I'm going to start referring to it as pranayama.
Pranayama.
It's actually also what I have my patients do if they're suffering from anxiety, especially because anxiety can be triggered by hyperventilating. And most of us don't realize that we're walking around breathing way too much, all up in our chest.
That's right.
We don't even realize. A normal breathing pattern should be about 6 breaths per minute. Most people do about 16. So then we're just, it's so increasing our heart rate, and then our increased heart rate puts us into a little bit of a panic mode, and our thoughts start running away from us. And then that just perpetuates this cycle of anxiety. And when you can help people reconnect to their breath and get them to do that deep diaphragmatic breathing, it really helps break that cycle, and then they can calm down again, and it just calms their whole system. And it's a great tool that they can then take home with them. And
Dr. Jessie Carroll!
Woo!
Everybody's fantastic.
How can people sign up for your hot yoga classes?
Well, all you have to do is you can come into the club, you can email me. We're kind of in a transition, but my email is still at spectrumclubs.com. We're at the Goleta location. And as a member, your first class is always complimentary. I tell everybody to be careful, because after that, you're pretty much addicted. And you become very addictive to that heat and to that sweat and that release. So that is exactly how you can get hooked up at spectrumclubs.com right now, soon to be bayclubs.com.
What do you tell somebody who's never done yoga out there that's listening and said, okay, I want to go, but, I've actually been thrown out of yoga classes. So just, what do you do to those people? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
I can't imagine why.
I can't imagine why some people would have been thrown zone out.
Exactly. Just saying. We'll just stop.
What I tell those people is you are exactly who needs to come in there. A lot of people say I would need to be more flexible before I come in there, and that kind of doesn't make any sense. The reason for the heat is, 5-6 years ago, I gravitated to that because I thought yoga was the most painful thing I'd ever done, and I thought there's no way I can bend that way. Then I went into a room that was heated, and my body went, oh, wait a minute, yes, I can. And so, yes, please do come in. We get new students, and Sloan will attest to this. I have new students starting all the time, and some that blow themselves away. They're like, wow, look what I can do. And then others that I say, it's okay to just go ahead and lay down and take a rest and work on your breathing. So everybody is welcome.
3 words, help me up. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying. Listen, we wish you so much. You're invited back.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Thank you so much.
I know you've got a class here at 5, so I'm going to get you out the door.
Thank you.
We're going to take a short little break. It's go time. This is Erica Salter, the Queen of Teen. We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salter, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday,
9 a.m. And Dominique, where else can you find us?
You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Teen Sports Radio.
That's pretty darn. That was good. We like it when you're here once a month. It is.
I'm going to start Aretha Franklin.
I know, that's it. Like I say, apple cider vinegar.
Yeah.
No?
Apple cider vinegar.
It's just so crazy.
Bring in my shakers next time.
Just,
tambourine.
That's insane. Okay,
what time you can? What time you can?
Oh yeah. Wait. What else?
9 a.m., 11 p.m. on Tuesdays, Sundays at 2 p.m., and our most favorite time.
That's it. You and me, girl.
Mondays at 3 a.m.
That's it. Love it. Awesome.
When you can't sleep or you need to go to the fridge, that's the time to turn on the radio.
For that apple cider vinegar.
12:90 a.m.
That'll keep you up. Hey, in the house we have Kevin Dotz, owner of CrossFit Carpentry. Put your hands together. Hey, Kevin.
Hey, Erica, how's it going?
It seems like I know you. All right. Here I have my boy, Walter DiLorenzo, was doing a bunch of work in my house. He blew out my closets, and then he did my pantry. He was doing all this work, and every single day, he kept on looking on his iPhone because he had to see where he was ranked in the world. Okay, so because we had this, I guess, global CrossFit thing going on right now. So let's talk. First of all, talk about like how you got involved in it. I mean, you're a young guy. You own a gym, which is pretty spectacular today. So how'd that get started before we get into that?
So in sports most of my life, and up in the Bay Area, had a business up there, and ended up having a really bad blood and bone infection that took me about 5 months to recover, and started going back into trying to get back into shape, and was doing kind of the basic gym routine, spending hours, every day, isolating out muscles, body parts, kind of doing the basic routine at the gym, and found a CrossFit trainer, and kind of hooked me in right away in terms of kind of what the benefits of CrossFit is, and sold my business up in the Bay Area, and moved my family back down here. I have 3 little girls. Aww. And was CrossFitting here for a little bit, and then decided Carpinteria needed a CrossFit gym, so ended up opening a gym in Carp.
Nice. And I mean, Walter just keeps because he's encouraging me, like, what are you smoking? No, just kidding. But he said, like, the one thing that's beautiful about your gym, it is kind of like a 50s neighborhood gym where you watch a girl, who's in her 50s do her first push-up, and even though maybe she face plants, because that would be me, basically everybody just goes around her and just really, I mean, the whole mantra of it's a very spiritual, environment. And I really have always liked that, because that's the one thing that he really likes. It is like that neighborhood. You really get involved in the person. It's not corporate. It's family. You build a family.
It's a community-based program, I would say. You're working out with the same people every day. Right. Get to end up being best friends with most of them. We have 4-year-olds to 74-year-olds, 16-year-olds working out with 55-year-olds in the same classes doing the same workouts.
Nice.
And so, and all CrossFit gyms are pretty much like that. They have their own community. They're all individually owned, so although there is a headquarters of CrossFit. You basically, after you get your licenses and your insurance and all the things they require, you pretty much run your box however you decide to run it. So then it ends up being kind of a really small atmosphere kind of feeling of community.
So is it like a franchise?
It's kind of like a franchise. We pay a one-time yearly fee every year, but you're locked. What's really nice is you're locked in. So if I own my gym in 20 years, I'm going to still pay that same fee I pay now in 20 years. So some of the first gyms were a $500 fee. That's what they're still paying, 15 years later. And that's it. And that's use the name, use the brand. There's website support, and there's all kinds of things that they kind of provide you through that. And then you kind of run it however you run it. And, market will tell you if you're a good gym or not. So,
do you offer group classes there?
Yeah, the way we run it is all group based. So we have 6 classes a day, 6 CrossFit classes. We also have a classes called Burn, which is kind of more of a high cardiovascular endurance stamina type class, low weight, high rep.
Okay.
We don't really have open gym times. We're too small of a gym to have someone on site doing open gym where people can just pop in. So they're all group based. So you get a personal trainer at every class that's kind of walking you through absolutely everything.
So that's kind of the premise of CrossFit, is that it's group, it's organized. People can't just come and go and use the...
That's a premise of how we run our box. I think, number one in terms of CrossFit is safety is most important. So making sure that we're correcting movement patterns first before we load, people up. And
I know for myself, I do so much more exercise when I'm with someone. Mm-hmm. When I'm with someone, if you're doing another sit-up, I'm going to do another sit-up.
Yeah, there's always that little competition involved within classes. People are looking at, I'm sure Walt tells you every day about how his workout was.
But I don't really agree with that, Dominic, because I watch you do yoga and I like calling out the animals. And I don't actually want to do the yoga.
Yeah.
I
see all those poses.
Down dog.
Yeah.
They're
all animals.
I'm good at it. I'm good. I'm really good at it.
What's really funny is you yelled out elephant, and I actually knew the elephant position.
We did Drinking Bird the other day. Drinking Bird. You know about Drinking Bird?
Yeah. So funny. So, I watch my son in a lot of different circuit training at the gym that he goes to. So, what's the difference between, is it the same thing, but just a different name, like CrossFit versus circuit training, where they have timed
good question
things thank you, Sloan. Yes. I've been doing this for 4 years.
Because that's what I was wondering. I was trying to get this.
Like each station, okay, is it a CrossFit kind of modeled thing that they're doing, or is there for example, a rowing machine on a station, and you got to do that as many rows as you can for 6 minutes or whatever before you jump to the next station. So, how is it?
Well, the idea behind CrossFit is to kind of be good at everything and to be able to wake up in the morning and get through your day better. Strength is just one part of fitness, and flexibility is just one part of fitness. And so we want to look at all those things. So, by definition, CrossFit is a constantly varied functional movement program. Try to be done at as high intensity as you are able. And so the workouts are different every single day, and they vary in all kinds. We can have a circuit type of program going on, or an interval-based program, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. We can give you a task to complete, 30 of these, 50 of these, 20 of these, 30 of these, run a mile afterwards, things like that. Or we can just give you a timed something. And actually, some of the hardest workouts you'll ever do in a CrossFit program are actually less than 5 minutes long. So, when your heart rate is really high for a period of time, the taxing on those energy systems, can really give you a great workout. So,
fantastic.
Yeah.
I heard that some of our other guests here have done a little bit of CrossFit.
Sloan Reali's brought some girls in the house. Dons, I'm smelling the love.
Lady Dons. Are we switching? Are we going over to volleyball now?
We just go. Why not?
Okay.
All right.
We got Katie Gallivan and Jacqueline Starnes in the house.
Yeah. We got a quick minute to do the intro, and then we got a whole nother section left. So we'll just want to say hi.
Okay.
Hello. Hi.
And you
Tell us
are?
about your experience with CrossFit.
Well, for preseason for high school, we would go to, our coach would We'd wake up at 6 in the morning and play beach volleyball.
Say who this is.
This is Katie Gallivan.
Hey, Katie!
Hey, wow. Great to be here. We'd wake up really early before the sun rose and we'd go play beach volleyball for 2 hours. So fun in the freezing cold. And then we'd go do CrossFit for about an hour where we just move weights across the room and do relays. And
I was very competitive.
And this is?
Jacqueline Starnes.
Jacqueline Starnes! Starnes! That's a cool name. That's a money name.
Oh, thank you.
I know. Yes, huh? You still love that? I want to change my name to Star. Maybe.
Starnes.
Oh, Starnes. Wrong name. Starnes. Okay.
Cooler.
That's okay. It's a cooler name. There you go.
And you would do all of this before going to school?
Oh, no, this was
your training.
This is summer.
Okay.
Even better.
Yeah.
Best way to spend my summer.
So that's pretty intense. We're going to talk about exactly what you did, what the components of your CrossFit training was. What we're going to do is take a short little break because I got the smushy sign from Dr. D, and he's looking at me right now. He's got his head going up and down, up and down. We've got sponsors, so let's take a short little one. This is Erica Salter, the Queen of Tea. We'll be back one more time after these messages. We are back, and this is Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salter, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday
at 9 a.m. right after the news. All right, Sloan Reali's in the house.
Yes, ma'am.
We got some Dons.
I've got some Lady Dons in the house. They're going to share with us about their volleyball season. Varsity volleyball. We got Katie Gallivan and Jacqueline Starnes in the house.
Nice.
Come together. Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Here we go.
Tell us some of the highlights and lowlights of this past season.
All right. Well,
you are?
Oh, I'm Katie Gallivan again. And probably the highlight for me of the season was our first home game. We played San Marcos, and we swept them in 3, and just the stands were crowded. Just our classmates were cheering so loud. And I remember before the game, I said, the whole team, I said, guys, just picture us winning and everyone just flooding onto the court and just cheering around us. And it actually happened, and it was a
woman of
definitely
great
a
faith
highlight.
here, you know. Sam Roki Parish girls been serving since she was, baby. The whole family, those Gallivan.
Since I was a newborn, I've been serving.
Thoughts. Bottom line, thoughts create. That's what is happening here. All right. And your name?
Oh, I'm Jacqueline Starnes. And my highlight was probably the same thing, honestly. It was insane. Like, the gym was packed. I've never seen so many people in that gym, and everyone was just screaming around us. There was a big, what is it called when they do the
tunnel.
The tunnel.
A huge tunnel just ran through.
A huge tunnel, and the whole team just ran
long.
through it, and it was just so exciting.
Yeah, were you missing some players at that game?
No.
Okay.
No.
Everyone was
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Question, where are you going to go next? Because what grade are you in right now?
We're both seniors.
Okay, so where are we going now?
It's Katie Gallivan. I'm going to University of Virginia next year.
Nice.
And I will not be playing volleyball. Okay. Well, I might do club or something, but not for the school.
What are you going to that school for?
Mechanical engineering.
Nice.
Yes. That's what I'm planning on going in for, so who knows what it'll come out as, but...
And I'm going to Cal Poly SLO. So, yeah.
Excellent.
Volleyball?
No. I might do club also, but not for the school.
Nice.
What are you going to specialize in?
Oh, graphic communications.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So why no volleyball in college? I mean, did you guys, because it's clear you guys are tall. I mean, that doesn't make you a volleyball player. But you done? Did you know as a freshman you didn't want to play in college and you just wanted to have the total experience and you've maxed that, of course, or you just? I mean, I guess it's it's the whole thing of wanting to compete, or you just never got an opportunity with the school that fits what you want to be when you grow up, or what?
Well, for me, I've been playing since I was in 6th grade, so I guess I got a little burnt out. I still play club right now, but I'm just kind of wanting the whole college experience. And like I said, I've been playing for a very long time, and so I think I just need a little break.
Nice. No worries. Fantastic. All right, we've got 2 quick minutes, and I love it. She loves it when I do this. Dr. Jessie Carroll just handed me...
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I see this. You put a lot of work in it for 2 minutes, so we're just going to have to get the short version, and we'll put it up on the internet. We're going to put it on Facebook, YouTube, the whole thing, because I love it.
Yeah, you are.
So talk to me about this.
So this is my anti-inflammatory diet handout.
Okay.
And basically, so my favorite thing to do in treating patients is using food as medicine, because literally we are what we eat. Well, that's a literal thing. And so we have seen that chronic inflammation can lead to a number of different health conditions: type 2 diabetes, autoimmune diseases, cardiovascular diseases, allergies, osteoarthritis, cancer, everything like that. So what we eat can really affect how our body manages our inflammation, and we can actually decrease it without things like anti-inflammatory drugs. So if we're eating a diet low in refined grains and sugar, that's going to help. And then we also need to be eating 7 to 10 servings of mostly vegetables and some fruits in there per day. The colorful ones, the brightly colored ones, the organic ones, to cut down on our pesticides. Nuts and seeds, high quality fats, tons of herbs and spices. Those are actually traditional medicines that a lot of our drugs are based on today.
You know what we're going to do? You're going to shoot me. And this, I like when you yell at me on the way out.
Email you this.
But no, we're going to. I've got
and then
this
we're going to
on a
put it
PDF.
up for everyone.
We're going to put it up for everybody. Check out Teen Sports
You can
Radio,
print it out.
and you'll get
Put
to
it on
check
your
this
fridge.
out. We love Dr. Jessie Carroll. We had Dominic. We had Sloan. We had Sal Rodriguez. This is Erica Salder. We love you all. God bless you. See you next week. Please tune in and join us next Tuesday at KZSB AM 1290 at 9:06 a.m. when we will go behind the scenes with the local students, athletes, coaches, parents, volunteers, and all other teen sports supporters. This is all brought to you by ePro Insurance Agency, leader in gift planning and wealth preservation since 1983. So please follow along and support our student athletes by reading the Santa Barbara News Press, and then join me, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen, Dr. Dugan, my co-host, friends, teens, every week on the Santa Barbara News Press radio station.